Yo, what is going on, guys? Your boy Russ back again with some more Madden 17 Ultimate Team. And today, I wanted to try to get you guys some 97 overall John Ross gameplay, but the motherfucker is 865k. I don't got coins like Toke. I can't do that. So instead, I gotta bring you guys the Gold Ross, which he is still like 40k. So it's honestly a little bit ridiculous for a gold card, but you guys can see at 98 speed. We got this dude maxed out. He's an 84 maxed out with 89 catching. Actually, he might still be an 83. I got plus 2 catching with the motivator Jack Doyle. So he does have 89 catching, 86 spec, 92 jumping, and of course, the 98 speed is obviously what we want. I believe he's the fastest and second fastest player because the 97 has 99 speed and this one has 98. And you guys can see his stats. You know, he's an absolute monster. You know, he doesn't have great catch in traffic, which is probably going to be an issue. But with his speed, he's going to break away from people. Not many corners, I don't think if any, have the same speed that he does. I mean, it's just ridiculous. 98 Excel with the Chem Boost, fully activated. You guys saw all the catching and stuff like that. The jumping, completely maxed out. He does have 90 elusiveness as well. This card is an absolute monster for being a gold. We will run him at number 4 today, and we'll sub him in and use him in other places. So I think it's time. Let's go ahead and, well, first of all, I'm going to show you guys the team because I always do that, and then we're going to jump into the game. So the team is the same as the last two videos. Eddie Lacy at running back, RG3 at quarterback. The only change, John Ross at the number 4 receiver spot. We're going to try to get him the ball as much as we can today and try to move him in different spots. But, of course, if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. So offense is pretty much the same other than John Ross, like I just said. And defense is completely the same. So let's go ahead and jump into this game. This guy's got his team abbreviation as 420. Really? All right, guys. So on defense to begin this game, obviously I want to get to work with John Ross as soon as I can. But you know what? Sometimes you just can't get what you ask for. And right here, this guy's going to make a bad read, but fucking Terrell Pryor is going to catch it anyway. You know what? That's not a good sign when the game starts with a 36-yard gain in triple covers. That's just not a good start. This dude's already in shoe clock. Wow, we're in for a annoying-ass game. This guy's got Andy Janovich at fullback, and he's got Jay Ajayi at running back who fucking destroyed me every time. Or every time I go against him, he seems to fucking destroy me for whatever reason. I'm assuming it's probably the motivator, and that Jay Ajayi is just an absolute beast. He is for real staying in this shoe clock, and now he's in split close. I'm going to try to make my adjustments if I can, and I'm not really able to. He's running... Okay. Alright. Okay. I see how this dude wants to play. Alright, so second and inches from the 14. This dude's going to go empty backfield. I'm assuming I know where he's going. Oh, actually, he's running a fucking wide receiver stretch. He's going to get the first down to the 12. This guy runs wide receiver sweeps. His fucking abbreviation for his team is 420, and he runs a lot of power and split close. Wow. That's ridiculous. Is this who's going to decide to run in my fucking controller? Why? I just, like, dove towards his knees. I didn't mean to do that. And he ends up getting the fucking first. What the fuck? Donovan McNabb is just fighting forward, I guess, and he's going to run a power play to the right. No, he's not. He's going to run a sneak and get completely stuffed. So 2 rushes for 9 yards, and okay, he is running. Hurry up. We're going to run commit to the right because I'm pretty sure he's going to. He didn't. I thought he was going to run the power again, or try to run the power, and he didn't. And he's coming out in goal line once again, and we are going to run commit. Oh wait, no, he's gonna sneak it again, right? No, he's not. He's running the toss. Come on, Jalen Ramsey, get there. Michael Kendricks, good play, Michael Kendricks, goal line stand, baby. Let's go, guys. He came out an empty backfield, 4th and goal. It's a huge play. He's most likely going to run. Okay, I guess he didn't. And let's go! That's a bait, baby! Bobby Wagner could go to the house. He's got Emmanuel Sanders chasing him. And Bobby Wagner is not going to be caught. There is no way. Don't catch me. Don't catch me. Let's go, baby. Just throw right at me, man. Why the fuck not? To the house! Let's go, man. First live commentary. Pick 6. First live commentary. Face cam. User pick. Let's go, man. This dude's abbreviation is appropriate because he must have been fucking high to throw that. This dude is probably feeling good about that drive, too. Getting all the way down the field. He ends up getting stopped on the goal line. He's back out in power. And then he just throws a pick 6. Like, that is just... That sucks, man. And right here, he's going to actually run a counter play. And he goes to the 30-yard line. So, not much there. He's going to chuck it up. And it should be intercepted. And it's... You guys are brain dead. You guys are fucking brain dead. 3rd and 5, this dude is in empty backfield. Try to get the stop, of course. There's nobody open. He's probably going to throw it to the slant, and I'm going to go ahead and blitz him, and he's going to chuck it up, and that's going to be a Janoris Jenkins interception. Let's go, baby. We starting this game off well as Janoris Jenkins is going to get taken down at the 35, and you guys already know what time it is. It's John Ross time, baby. John Ross with that number 1 on the right side of the field. Going to be running our money route if we can get him in the open field. He is going to be a deadly, deadly man, and he's going to be open. John Ross going to make the catch, and he's going to fumble, but Chad Ochocinco is going to bail him out. Oh my goodness. So John Ross's first reception, he ends up fumbling. We're going to try to run it a little bit with Eddie Lacy, and that's going to go nowhere. We got to try to utilize John Ross's speed, so I'm going to come out and split close again, or actually that wasn't split close. We're going to move John Ross to the slot receiver position where I have Kelvin Benjamin at. Let's see if we can get him on the out route. If we can't, we'll go to Chad Ochocinco. If we can't do that, we'll try to improvise with RG3, as we do a lot. Let's see if we can get John Ross open, and he's not. Make something happen with RG3. Maybe no. Jack Doyle going to make a nice catch on the sideline right there. We actually probably could have waited for John Ross to run up the field, but unfortunately I was not able to, and this dude is going to pause the game. Don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's quitting. Okay, game 2. All right, guys, so into game 2, we got John Ross subbed in at the #1 receiver spot on the left side of the field. This guy has a pretty good team, so who knows, man. We'll see if he can get off, a couple, I don't know, presses and shit like that. But Jimmy Graham is going to be able to make this catch right here and get out of bounds at the 42-yard line. So in this game, I want to try to utilize John Ross to the best of my ability. This guy's coming out in Tampa too. So we're going to go to our money play because I really want to utilize John Ross. I want you guys to see how deadly this speed is. I want to see how deadly this speed is. So let's go ahead and try to run this play. It looks like he's running, looks like outside linebacker blitz of some sort. No, he's actually dropping everybody into coverage. We have John Ross wide open, but he drops it, man. I don't think the DB got his hand in there. Granted, he was close. I don't think he had a hand in there. That was kind of confusing. But we're going to go to bench right here. We're going to see if we can get John Ross open on the right side on this little out route. If he can run routes well, this card is going to be deadly. It looks like he can, and there's the speed for the first time. He's going to cut up the field insanely quick and gets the first down to the 48. All right, so we got John Ross in the slot position on the left. We got Randy Moss singled out to the left side, and we got John Ross wide open. And John Ross with that 98 speed is going to sprint down the sideline and get inside the 5 to the 2. I thought maybe we had a touchdown right there. That was really close. Okay, so I fucked up on the audibles. We got John Ross on the inside or on the outside receiver. Fuck it. We're looking for Ross anyway, and we can't fire it, and it gets picked off because my controller is not letting me throw the fucking ball, and we throw a pick on the first drive. That is killer right there, man. I'm telling you guys, my controller is making me move around in the pocket when I don't want to. I tried to fire that ball when he was across the fucking goal line barely, and instead it ends up getting intercepted. I mean, it was over the middle of the field. It was going to be towards his user, but he was trailing towards the back of the end zone. It would have been a touchdown. I can 100% guarantee that. And instead, we throw a pick. I should have held on to it when I realized that I wasn't going to be able to throw it as early as I wanted to, but dumb decisions. That was still my fault. I shouldn't have thrown it after I realized I couldn't in the first place. Should have tried to run with the RG3. I had a couple lanes to run into, but now we're in a bad situation, and this dude is most likely going to take a deep shot here. He does not have this play open, and he tried to chuck it. I wish he would have been able to, man. All right, so we got this dude stuck in 4th and 2. So this would be a huge stop to be able to get back on the ball with offense, of course, after making a terrible mistake by throwing a pick on the goal line. And this dude's coming out in a power formation, and he's throwing short, and he ends up going over the middle. Good play by him. I did not expect him to throw that. That was a good play. All right, guys, so we got this dude stuck in another 4th down, 4th and 6, and we're looking to make a huge play right now. He seems to keep wanting to go over the middle. If he tries to run here, I should have him with Bobby Wagner, and it looks like he is going to pass, and he has nothing open, and Paul Krause, way to make a play, man. So we take over at our own 38. All right, so this dude is stacking the left side heavy. So we're going to go ahead and run to the right with Eddie Lacy, and he's not going to get much right there down to the 42. I want to go back to the money play and see if we can get John Ross. I really want to get him in the open field, man, and see what that speed's like. You guys saw it before, but unfortunately, we weren't able to break it for a touchdown because the dude was able to get a great pursuit angle, and then eventually we ended up throwing a pick. I'm sure if we ran up the middle right now, we'd be in fine shape because this dude is not doing very well with his defensive play calling, and we fucking run out of bounds, dude. I'm telling you, my fucking controller is delayed. Like, for some reason, I don't know what the deal is, man. I fucked it up. I did. I'm going to keep complaining about it until I fucking fix it and get a new one. Because this shit is fucking me up something fierce right now. Trying to throw drags and shit. If I try to press the button, sometimes it just doesn't do it. We're going to give it to the glitch right here, Andy Janovich. And he's going to get a huge run. Andy Janovich going to get us across midfield to the 43. So now, let's go ahead and go back to the money play. And we just ran it. But, we threw it to Chad. So I'm hoping that this dude does not play John Ross on this. I really think if he uses it, the speed of Ross is going to be too much for this dude to keep up with. So we're going to block Lacey. And he's not sending anybody from the right side. So we got Ross wide open. But Leonard Floyd with that 6'6" frame is able to knock it down. This is frustrating. All right, 2nd and 10. This dude, I don't think he plays the run very well. So we're going to try to run with Lacey a little bit. And he actually brought everybody down. And Eddie Lacy gets completely lit up. So at this point, 3rd and 4, I'm just going to run one of my money plays on 3rd and short situations where I'm looking for Jimmy Graham. Or no, not Jimmy Graham. Jack Doyle on this play. And now we can look for Jimmy Graham. So we're going to go ahead and put Jimmy Graham into the lineup right now. We're going to run play action, read, bootleg. And this dude is sending some heavy pressure from the right. We're going to run the ball. Theo Riddick gets me huge first downs all the time. And this is no different as Theo Riddick is going to get loose and get us to the 15-yard line. I read that play like a book. When he runs that type of shit, you can see where this dude's trying to send his blitzes from. That was way too obvious. So I think what we do here is let's go ahead and let's read what defense he's in. I don't think he's going to be able to play it now. He has his corners spread out. He's not in a good run defense right now. And Andy Janovich is going to get arm tackled by Ed Too Tall Jones. So that's unfortunate. But now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put Chad Johnson back in for Ross. And we're going to put Ross in for Kelvin Benjamin. So that Ross is going to be running the out route. And we're going to run Ross to the first. This dude is still fucking playing his corners. I don't understand. Since we have Janovich in, we're just going to block our running back straight up. And this dude is trying to send that heavy pressure, and he's got nobody, and Chad Johnson is able to get us a couple of yards right there, get us to the 6, and with a minute left in half, we can... I'm going to turn shoe clock on just to make sure that we bring this inside a minute. And, you know, if we don't get this, we'll take our field goal. We'll let this dude have a possession. And if we do get it, that's best case scenario. And Andy Janovich is going to take off and get us the first barely. Now, that helps us because now we can run a little bit more clock. And I'm going to see what this dude comes out in on defense. And if it... Oh, crap. Hold up. Timeout. Timeout. I almost kept shoe clock on. That would have been bad. See, those are the brain farts that happen when you're recording a video and you don't pay attention. So if you ever start a YouTube channel, make sure you pay attention. Okay, I like the defense he's in. It looks like he's got a linebacker on Ross. No, he doesn't. We're going to look to run. We got Janovich wide open, and Janovich is going to get us to the 1-yard line. We're still in good position right now. We're going to go ahead and let the clock run. Come out and QB sneak. If we don't get it, call a timeout. We're in perfect clock management right now. When we get to the line and try to sneak it, we should be about 8 seconds left after the play is completely over. And it looks like we are going to get into the end zone with perfectly 8 seconds left on the clock. So we're going to go up 7-0 before half. That is a huge score. And John Ross really didn't have much to do with it, I don't think. Maybe speed isn't key. Still helps a lot, though. All right, so this dude, going into halftime, gets the ball. And after a horrible kick return to the 12-yard line, I don't know what the dude was doing. He's going to have a long way to go to get into the end zone, tie this game up. So that's the luxury of getting a touchdown. Now we're in the driver's seat right now. Because most likely it's going to take a long time to get down the field if he does. Because I don't think this dude's going to score in 1 or so plays as Vic Beasley is able to break that pass up. I know exactly where he's going. You guys saw what route he was looking at. I was reading it all the way. OBJ over the middle was going to be able to catch up to that if I was able to read it. And I knew what play was coming. I mean, the dude comes out in the same formation, it seems like, every time with this exact play. Like, he doesn't come out in the same formation, choose a different play. If he comes out in this formation, it's that one play. So if he changes it, I'll be a little bit surprised because he hasn't done it yet. He hasn't changed the play out of that formation yet. Looks like he's still running the same shit, and oh, good play, man. Shit. That's just what happens when zones break down. I didn't have anybody out there to really cover that. So that was a bad play by me. We're going to man up the 2 receivers on the left side. We're pretty much going to keep everybody else free roaming, and he's going to throw it to Paul Krause, and that's a bad idea because Paul Krause picks off everything, man. So now it's time to play our game. You guys know my game. It is try to run the ball or do short passes and get down the field and run this clock out. So we're going to go ahead and try to run with Eddie Lacy right here. I was going to run a pass play, but I didn't like the defense I saw. Good run defense, though. I usually this play, because I usually like to run this play action slide sometimes. I run a lot of different plays out of this formation, but usually when I come out in this, I will try to run this, and this dude is running a... Let's flip the play real quick. Okay. We're going to block Doyle because he's sending that nickel blitz off the right side, and he's still able to get some pressure and get the ball. Thank God. Oh, my goodness, dude. Did he send... God damn. Okay, so that fucks us up because now we're in 3rd and 25. Damn it, man. I wanted to try to run some clock, but we're not able to do that. And it looks like this dude's going to send some heavy-ass pressure from the right side. It looks like he's run the same exact play. So if we can get outside with this, we should have a good chance of getting ourselves a first down. There's nobody there. We're going to take off with RG3, and we're going to get nothing. And I am confident that we can get it. So I think what I'm going to do... No, I shouldn't go for it. No. We're going to punt. We're going to punt. I think that's a smart thing to do because we just got a huge stop, of course. And unfortunately, we couldn't turn it into anything. You know, that's just what happens when you try to get too fancy. I tried to get too fancy with my play calling. I should have stuck to what worked, which was inside zone and the fullback inside. But I tried to get fancy. I tried to run some play action shit. And instead, this dude gets the ball right back with rarely or barely any time taken away. So the least I wanted to happen on that was for us to get a field goal, and we weren't even able to do that. So now we're back on defense. I'm going to come out in 4-4. I should have looked at what formation he was in first. I'm just going to trust my zone on this. And he's actually running the ball, so we came out in 4-4 at the perfect time. And Jadeveon Clowney is able to take McFadden down easy on that play. I'm going to try to send a heater on this play. Hopefully we can get him. If we can't, we might be screwed. It looks like this dude is making some adjustments to stop him. I'm still going to run it, and I'm going to hope that I can save it with my user if I'm not able to, you know, play it completely right. We're going to man up. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's cover the tight end, cover the fullback, and Trey Waynes is able to get there easy. That 95 speed is ridiculous coming off a nickel blitz. Guys, this dude was looking to go for it, and instead he called a timeout because he was going to pick a play, and instead he ends up picking punt again. So he has to punt me the ball. He was not looking to punt. I know he wasn't. He was looking for a play to run. Saw he was running out of time. John Ross is going to... I should have cut back inside. Why the fuck did I run out of bounds? Anyway, after my terrible punt return, it was going to be a good one, but I fucked up. This dude ended up taking forever to call his play, which was understandable because he was in 4th and 13 as Andy Janovich is going to get us a couple yards right there. But instead of actually getting a playoff, he accidentally picks punt again. So I think all he had to do was audible to a fake punt, but at that point, I think he was thinking, I'm not going to be able to get this at this point. So he just decided to punt it and hopefully get a stop. But right now, it looks like we're going to be able to move the ball because I really don't think this dude has that good a defense. It was just a matter of us making bad decisions on the last drive, trying to get too fancy with our play calls. This dude's trying to run some nickel blitzes, so I'm hoping that Lacey can get free up the middle and get us some yards. And sure enough, he does, and Eddie Lacy's going to shed a tackle and get us into field goal range, actually. We only need to be the 40 for field goal range, so I have true clock on. So we're in the driver's seat in this game right now. If we can get a field goal, take some time off, get it to the 2-minute warning, this game should be ours. So this is usually the boring part of the game where I just start running it over and over again. So I'm going to give you guys an update and kind of skip some plays after this play right here. So let's go ahead and see what Andy Janovich can do. He's going to get us a good solid 6 or 7 yards. All right, guys, 3rd and 2, 5 seconds of counting down. We're going to run a fake. Okay, we're running PA boot, and I fucked up. That's okay. Jimmy Graham's a beast, and Jimmy Graham's going to get us inside the 5. I completely fucked up talking about that play, but this dude started run committing. You guys see, running engage 8. So now we can run it inside the 2-minute, or to the 2-minute warning, and this game is pretty much locked up at this point. Andy Janovich is going to muscle his way into the end zone. We call him the glitch for a reason. So Andy Janovich does get us into the end zone. This guy's got 2 minutes and 2 timeouts left to try to do something. Most likely he's not going to. If something crazy happens, I will start the commentary back up and let you guys know. But I think at this point, with the 14-0 lead, we should have this game in the bag. No, just throw right at me, man. Why the fuck not? That is going to seal it, guys. This dude ends up getting to the 21-yard line, and we do end up user picking him with Odell Beckham Jr. This guy kept trying to go deep down the middle of the field. I realized I couldn't really user with Wagner that deep, so I ended up switching to OBJ. And the first play I do, we end up getting ourselves an interception. So that is going to put a finish to this game. There is no way in hell this dude is coming back at this point. Eddie Lacy going to get a couple runs in, and we're pretty much going to run the clock out. But I want to leave on a high note. Let's send John Ross deep and see if he can beat everybody with that speed. He would have, but this dude fucking sent a nickel blitz. God damn it. All right, we're going to try one more time. I want to see if I can get fucking John Ross the ball right here. And we can't, so we're going to take off with RG3, and we're not going to get much. And I doubt this dude's going to call a timeout. And that's going to be the end of the game. So, John Ross, I can say that his speed did seem legitimate, of course, with that 98 speed. But honestly, man, he didn't get open as much as I thought he would. Obviously, it was only the gold, so his route running is not that great, and neither are his really catching stats that are that great. 89 catch with my boost on him, but the 77 catch in traffic is definitely questionable. Let's go ahead and check out the stats from this game. But that was a pretty good game, man. We had 2 games. Obviously, one of them the dude quit pretty quickly. But a sick pick 6 is actually pretty much the highlight of this video. RG3 did pretty well, 7 for 11 with 115 yards, but no touchdowns, no interceptions though. Both our touchdowns came from rushing, one of them from RG3, and then one of them from the glitch Andy Janovich. Eddie Lacy did not have a very good game. Receiving, let's go ahead and see where Ross ended up. 2 for 57 yards. So, like I said, I wasn't really able to use him that much. I was looking at him. He just wasn't really freeing up. So that's unfortunate. But you know what? Still tried him. I still think it was pretty successful. You guys will most likely see more of Ross with that 98 speed. I'm going to have him a kick returner, and most likely he's going to be in my wide receiver chart somewhere so that I can use him in other formations and stuff like that. If he doesn't work as my number 4, I'll move him to 5 or 6. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, Dangerous Army, I'm out.
Like a Hellcat.